Hey guys, happy Thursday. So I'm at another house that I want y'all to check out and see. These are my clients, you guys. I sold them this house 10 years ago, right? Let me give you the backstory. So they called me and the lady was like, my son is moving to Memphis. He's going to dental school. The neighbors are working on their house. He's going to dental school and I want to buy him a spot that he can live in while he's in dental school, right? And I'm like, I always tell this story. I was like, y'all don't want to just rent something? And that lady was like, we do not rent, right? I was like, period, we don't rent. So she was like, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. You know, he's just going to dental school, just something that we can buy cheap that he can stay in. And y'all, I sold them this house back in 2015. It's a 2-bedroom, 1-bath house. They got it for like a little over $100,000 cash, right? So their son has gone through college, gone through dental school, right? Dental school, lived in the house while he was in dental school. His younger brother ended up going to dental school. So he moved in the house, right? After his other brother graduated. So 2 boys graduated out of dental school, stayed in this house. You guys, and here we are 10 years later, and they're about to cash out. And they called me and they were like, you know, we're ready to sell it. Both the boys have moved out of Memphis. Do you want to list it? And I'm like, of course. So here it is. I don't get keys until tomorrow, but I'm such an eager beaver that I had to come see it. The only thing is their neighbor, baby, like the trap house. The trap house. So I'm going to call them. Y'all know me. I'm about to, it's like if you were driving for dollars, right? If you were driving for dollars, you would get the address off of this property. Y'all, such a cute street. Look at the house across the street, y'all. Boom. How cute is that? How cute is that? Super cute neighborhood, good school district, you guys. If it's a little shaky, forgive me, I forgot the selfie stick. Here's the neighbor's house. So if I was driving for dollars, I'm about to get this address. I'm gonna put it in prop wire. I'm gonna skip trace it, and then I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they wanna sell. I'm gonna say I'm selling their neighbor's house. Y'all wanna sell too? Shoot, cause y'all ain't doing nothing with the house, right? Y'all got it out here looking like the trap house, but really cute neighborhood. Their house is so cute. The other neighbors on the other side, they are out here working on their house. So here it is. I'll try to walk up a little further, but I'm meeting the contractor out here tomorrow, and I'm gonna see if I can put a contractor box on it, you know what I mean? And here it is, 2-bedroom, 1-bath. They got it for a little over 100,000. The house is over here going for about 220, 230, like fully fixed up. There it is. I'll give y'all a full tour tomorrow, but I just wanted to share that with you. Such a good investment. They played the long game, right? It's not always about how much money you can make, but shoot, sometimes you can say, can y'all imagine how much dorm, room and board? Baby, I went to college. Y'all know Sally Mae can come get this degree any day she wants to. But think about 2 boys in dental school, med school, paying for that, dental school. How much would they have paid if they were going to rent something? Like if they were going to rent something, right? Or if they had to pay dorm fees for what, 8 years, 2 kids. Y'all, that was a good investment, $100,000 cash, and they about to get it back plus some. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to play the long game. That's a good idea, you know what I mean? And I mean, it wasn't even it's not anything fancy, baby. These bugs is, this is not, Ashley is not Thanksgiving. I'm about to get back in the car. But tomorrow I'll give a whole tour. But sometimes you do got to look at the big picture, right? And it wasn't even a cute house. Most people would have been like, no, I don't want that. They were like, this is for my son. He going to medical school. All he needs to do is get these books and study, right? We're not trying to buy him the penthouse. He needs to focus on the books, not the house, right? And so now they're going to, you know, get that money back, right? And think of all the money that they saved by buying this little house for them. You know what I mean? So sometimes I gotta play the long game. Play the long game, right? It's such a cute house. I was thinking if they wanted to hold on to it, because it's right here by like Rhodes College is a private college here. It's by UT Medical. You know what I mean? But nobody lives here. The parents live like in Knoxville. Both boys have moved out of Memphis. So there's nobody really here to watch it, right? So they're like, let's sell it. So that's what I'm here to do. Tomorrow you'll get the tour. And let's talk about HUD's report just came out, you guys. HUD's report just came out. Let's see how many homeowners are behind on their mortgage. Keep watching.
got a job here. He's at St. Jude's, I guess in administration probably, or fundraising, or
right. Yeah. Okay, y'all, so I'm in the car. Hopefully I don't sweat to death. But let me tell you something. Something you need to know about me. I am going, if I see a neighbor, baby, I'm gonna talk to him. And she saw me because I was clearly recording and I was walking kind of to the neighbor's house and she was trying to figure out who I was. And that's when I was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna list this house. And then I guess she felt better, more comfortable, and then she started talking and telling me the whole history of the street. So apparently the neighbor, it was 2 men lived there. One of them died. I don't know if it went through probate, will, somebody else got it, the current owner, a lady got it. She said it looked like she started trying to fix it up and it just, she never finished it, and it's just been sitting like it's sitting for years. So I think I'm still gonna try. She's like, it's probably gonna be hard to get in touch with that owner. She said, but you can try. I'm like, it's the eyesore on the street. Like, the street's super nice, but you know, I'm up for the challenge, right? So I'm gonna try to reach out. I'll probably skip Trace and reach out and let them know that I'm helping sell the house next door to them. You know, would love to help them, help themselves, help the street, you know. Well, you guys, I called the owner to tell him about the contractor's box, and I was like, but it's a white car in front of the house. He was like, that's the contractor's wife. Go ahead and go inside. So y'all, I'm inside. I'm in the backyard now. Here's like the garage. I'm going to just kind of get a little bit of footage because the wife is in here kind of cleaning up, but I'm inside. I'm inside. So I probably won't talk, just get a little bit of footage, and then tomorrow I'll give a better tour, okay? Here we go. Hey guys, here is the living room, 2 bedrooms, 1 bath. Walk you through. This is super cute, you know. The boys went to college and stayed here, you know. 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom. They got it for a little over $100,000 back in 2015. And there it is, you guys. That's it. 2 beds, 1 bath, the kitchen. It's a really good investment. Okay, you guys, so I got inside. Look how it worked out. You just gotta be patient sometimes. And patience is not my thing, but look, it worked out. So that was it. That's the tour. I'm gonna analyze the numbers because he wants to do like repairs to it. But honestly, I don't think that him investing money in it is going to really help him recoup what he wants. So of course, I'm gonna see what my investors want for it. Great neighborhood. So I'm about to run the numbers, see what he can do. I'm gonna tell him how much he can sell it for right now as is, and if he was to do the repairs, how much he could make like that. So, okay, you guys, I'll check in when we get home. Okay, guys, I am back. I am inside now. So, because it was hot outside, y'all. It was hot outside, and I was sweating. But I'm so glad we got to get inside of the property. I'll keep you updated on it and everything that happens. I actually got the neighbor's phone number. They just text me the neighbor's phone number, so I'm going to reach out. I'll keep you posted on the neighbor's house. But let's talk about HUD's latest people who are behind on their mortgage. You know, I always say I don't believe these numbers. I actually believe these numbers are much higher. But we're going to read this because they just put it out for the month of May. So let me refresh your memory. April, HUD reported that we had 4.9 million renter households were behind on their rent in April. Okay, and we had 4.56 million homeowners behind on their mortgage. Now, like I said, you got to multiply by 2. Almost 5 million renters behind, almost 5 million homeowners behind on their mortgage. And again, this is a housing survey put on by HUD, so these numbers are not accurate because, like I always say, they ain't never asked me if I paid my mortgage, so I don't know who they surveying. It's not me. So, but I will say these numbers have not changed since COVID, honestly. So at least 5 million people are saying they are behind on their mortgage, but it's probably more like 10 million people behind on their mortgage. These mortgage statements that I'm seeing, when people haven't paid in 2 and 3 years, and now with moratoriums, that's just allowing people just to continue not to pay. You know what I mean? So let's jump into May's numbers. Here we go. And I'll link it down below so y'all can read it, bookmark it. We can collaborate on what we think, right? So HUD's analysis shows that approximately 11.4% or 5.2 million households were behind on their rental payments, right? It says it's down from 12% from a year ago. An estimated 4.1% or 1.87 million renter households feared eviction was imminent in the next 2 months. So now let's talk about homeowners. Approximately 5.7% or 4.67 million homeowner households were behind on their mortgage payments. 4.67 million people. You know, when they say behind, I mean they didn't pay it, and they probably behind like 2 or 3 years. You guys, I see people who are behind, who have not paid since COVID. You guys, this is 2024, right? COVID was 2020. Like, you don't even talk about the year of 2020, right? That's like a curse word. You know, that's some 2020, right? Because 2020 was rough for everybody. So, but think about how long ago COVID was. Even though it seems like it was yesterday, it's been 4 years, right? We're going on. This is the middle of 2024. So there are people who have not paid in 4 years, right? So when people start walking away from their homes, not saying that you can understand, but if you ain't paid in 4 years, do you know when you open up your mail and you see that mortgage statement, you be like, you know, just pack everything up. Let's go. You know what I mean? Because you like, I've seen people's mortgage statements say $76,000 past due. Who can catch that up? You know what I mean? So we're probably going to see people start walking away from these houses, you know? I don't know. But 4.67 million homeowner households were behind on mortgage payments in April, up from 4.8% or 4 million year over year. An estimated 1.3% or 1.07 million homeowners feared foreclosure was imminent in the next 2 months. Again, these numbers have not changed in like 3 years. I will link the article down below, and y'all can go back through. You can go back to previous years, previous months, and see what the housing insecurity numbers were from HUD years ago. But I'm telling you, these numbers have not changed in like the last 3 or 4 years. So if you were behind in June, you were probably behind this past January. You're probably behind the January before that. You know what I mean? Y'all, today is like the first Thursday of the month. So that's when we have our food pantry line here in Memphis. You guys, y'all saw the line. You saw the line, right? It's miles long. So, you know, when you watch the news, they have you thinking we all skipping through sunflower fields, eating pink Starburst. And the food pantry line is wrapped around the whole city. You know what I mean? And millions of people haven't paid their mortgage. Sometimes I get a lot of different comments, but you all know, like, I offer my assistance to help people who are behind on their mortgage. And look, life has punched us all in the face, right? And if it hasn't, what do the old people say? Just keep on living, right? Just keep on living. So just be mindful, you know, when you watch the news. I really don't watch the news, right? You just got to multiply by 2 and, you know, believe, pick and choose what you want to believe. But let me be careful before they shut my whole channel down, right? But those are HUD's numbers. Almost 5 million people haven't paid their mortgage. 5 million people haven't paid their rent. Think about investors, right? Are you a landlord and your tenant hasn't paid the rent? Y'all, I had a lady who called me. She got my letter, right? You guys, quick story, because I always got a story, don't I? Called me. She got my letter in the mail, right? She was the renter, right? And she was like, something's not right. I'm getting a lot of mail. But she opened up my mail. She opened it up because probably it was a bright envelope, right? Opened it up. And my letter does say, like, you know, it lets you know you're in foreclosure and how I can assist you, basically. And she called me and she's like, I'm the renter. My landlord hasn't said anything to me and I have paid my rent. She said, I have been in this house for 10 years. 10 years. 10 years. She's like, I paid every month. And she got my letter because her landlord was not paying that mortgage and her house was up for auction and she was living in it as the renter. So my point was, you know, imagine if your tenant isn't paying, how are investors paying? And most investors are like individuals, like small people. It's not like hedge funds and Blackstone, BlackRock. You know what I'm saying. Y'all know you know what I mean. Most investors are honestly just small individuals who own maybe like 5 to 7 properties. So, you know, they can't really take. They don't have a whole lot of reserves. You know what I mean? If their tenants stop paying, it just might not get paid, right? So just be mindful of that. And I'll link the article down below so y'all can read it and keep up with it and we can discuss it. And y'all know I love dailyjobcuts.com. I'm always on there watching, you know, these companies that are laying off and these companies filing bankruptcy. dailyjobcuts.com. I'll put that down. Y'all check that, bookmark it. You guys, that's it. Honestly, if you watched the video from yesterday or 2 days ago, my first REO listing, you guys, some of y'all were like, where do you find REO properties? Y'all done jumped all around on this video. So look, that concludes the part about HUD. HUD's numbers, okay? 5 million renters haven't paid. 5 million homeowners are behind on their mortgage. Cut. Now, the REO video that I posted, the last video I put up when I was walking through the new listing that I have for the bank, right? A lot of y'all commented like, where do we find REO properties? That's what we're talking about right now. So, good websites for REO properties, you guys. That's good website. HUD Home Store. HUDHomestore.gov. You guys, homepath.com. Homesteps.com. I always say Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Truist all have their own REO websites. Just remember, when it comes to REOs, you guys, negotiate. Negotiate. Ask for everything that you want, right? If it doesn't have appliances, ask for appliances. If you need closing costs, ask for closing costs. It's the bank. Y'all, they selling notes to hedge funds for like 38 cents on the dollar. Y'all better negotiate with the bank because y'all know I'm trying to get my beach house in Florida on the beach for $22.17. You know what I mean? So, y'all better negotiate with the bank. But, you guys, that is all for this video. You know, I have the auction accelerator course. If you're going to the auction, I think I'm going to be in Nashville next week auctioning. I just got that on my schedule. Nashville next week auctioning at the courthouse. If you are interested in going to the auction, picking up properties, but you don't know where to start, grab the auction accelerator. Use code THANKYOU, where I teach you how to find, no matter where you are, find, analyze, bid, all of that on auction properties. You guys, if you do want my letters, that's how I got that REO property in the last video. I sent them a letter. The homeowner reached out to me. They ended up going up for auction, right? It didn't sell, and then the bank asked me to list it. But it originally started because they got my letter in the mail. So if you want my letters to reach out to homeowners in distress, pre-foreclosure, probate, heirship, look down below. A whole bunch of y'all got them. I hope you are mailing. I hope you are mailing. And if you want to know my entire marketing strategy, letters, I reach out to homeowners 4 different ways. One of the ways is just letters. Grab my marketing blueprint course. It is down below. 2, you guys, you know I'm live on Sunday, 8 p.m. Central Time, right here on YouTube every Sunday. So come, it's always a good time. It's really beginning to be like a little mini masterclass, honestly. I get on there and teach and share my screen, and you know what I mean? It's a good time, though. It's a good time. And if you've missed any of my master classes, y'all, all my master classes are on YouTube. Go under, just look under videos, the foreclosure masterclass, the tax lien masterclass is all, y'all look under the videos. It's there. Go, I promise. And you guys, I'm on Instagram, Your Agent Ashley. On Instagram, you can email me, youragentashley@gmail.com. And you know what to do. Comment, like, subscribe. You know what y'all supposed to do. But that's it, you guys. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.